Do you need me to record or?
I just started it. All right, continuing the task estimation sheet. So I guess came down to a 5 on this one and clarified that it's the planning and not the execution of it. This next one was pretty close, 3-2-2-2 for the beginning of each event cycle. We show the kickoff meeting. We have some 2s, Cole in the middle, and then Newman at a 5.
Yeah, I just said 3 because that could be maybe like an hour meeting or so, and maybe it's like a little harder to communicate with each presenter to come to that meeting and then prepare like yeah, just like kind of planning it all out before. I felt like maybe that was like a little bit more of a timely task.
Mhm. And this task is for somebody to plan and run the kickoff meeting?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was Newman's idea. Put that in there. I gave it a 2 because I mean I know Newman is preparing for this meetings a bit, and I could imagine him preparing for like an hour. And that would be, yeah, to me that would be a 2.
Yeah, I thought the same thing and put it 2. I'm curious.
I'm good. I'm good with it too. I think that sounds good.
Okay. And then, yeah, it's unfortunate Newman's not here. I would love to hear his thoughts on his 5. Okay, for 11, create and send first marketing teaser on social media. Twitter, Discord, Telegram. Is that similar to one we already talked about?
I feel like it is, yeah. Maybe the other one was just about creating the thing, creating the stuff, and this one's more just sending it out.
Yeah, so Mel is doing this regularly, and I know creating it is yeah, as you just said, takes like maybe an hour, half an hour to an hour. And then sending it out, you also have to kind of put in some some nice sentences, something that works with Twitter and Discord and Telegram. So I give it a 3.
Yeah, that's kind of why I gave it a 3, just because sometimes you have to like change up the way like it's formatted for the different mediums. And it's definitely taken me a lot of time in the past sometimes.
This feels like a duplicate of number 4, which we agreed was a 1. And it was assumed here that the text would be provided to you.
Okay.
So you just
actually, I think we should resync number 4. I should have said something last week, because I think we should put in that the material is being created as well, like we did in the other task. I mean, we can do it however we want. We can have one person creating the material, or like multiple persons creating multiple marketing material, and then one person sending it out, or multiple persons. What do you suggest?
Since we have the other one as a 1, maybe we do the create marketing for the different social media and then make this one a 2. And then the 2 together, the create and send, is combined to 3.
I like that idea. I think that's a good idea.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Just take send out of this one because send is in the other one. And leave
which one? The one in row 11?
Yeah, take send out of row 11. It's just the creating of the marketing material. And then drop it to a 2 if we're saying that's the bulk of the work, or twice as complex as just sending it out to the different social media channels.
All right.
See. See number. Okay. Contact and onboard potential speakers and make sure they understand their role, position, topic, how they fit into the event.
I put this as an 8 because I felt like, let's say there was like 10 different speakers, you'd have to like communicate individually with each one and then maybe even like meet with them on Zoom or something just to like go over quickly what they're doing, or like I just felt like maybe it took a little bit of time, but I haven't actually done this. Newman, I feel like has, so I feel like he'd have a better idea of how much time that takes and how much
Although for most events, it's not like 8 speakers, it's closer to like
a
3
few.
or 4.
Okay.
Um,
So
just because of the time it takes. Like if we give everybody 15 minutes, 4 people is an hour.
that's true. Yeah, so maybe that's more like a
Yeah,
5, I'd say then. Or like a
yeah. I think it's one of those tasks where you can spend a really a lot of time, but you could also streamline it to maybe even be a 3.
yeah. So like yeah, it could like take a little bit of time, or you could like do it pretty efficiently and then it just be like, yeah, a 3. I agree.
Yeah, so I'd be down with a 5, and 8. I think might be too much for me already.
Yeah, I agree. I think an 8 is too much, especially if talking it out with you guys, because I feel like you can make those tasks like pretty efficient if you do it the right way.
Okay. 13. I don't understand what this one is actually.
Make marketing graphics. So complex field task is not be part of this.
Mark.
Um,
I feel like that's kind of part of number 4 almost too, or
Or 9.
9. Yeah.
Is it a duplicate of a 9?
Marketing.
yeah,
campaign
so I split it up between. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure what this is. Oh yeah, we wanted to have basically 2 marketing gigs where we send it out on all the 3 social media, and one was 9. I guess the other one is this on 13. But the description is, I don't understand why the description is like that.
Oh yeah, I was not looking at the title. This is make the marketing graphics.
Yeah, I feel like making them is part of like kind of plan the marketing campaigns maybe.
Right? But we just talked about paying Abe and his sister for the marketing graphics. And
True,
we
true,
decided
true.
on 200 ADA, which is, we're essentially saying it's about, if we're valuing out our time at $50 an hour, then it's 4 hours of work.
hmm
Um,
And that is quite a bit of time.
and most people here put 5. So are we comfortable with a 5?
Yeah, I think so. Especially with how much like with the Abe type of what we did with Abe. I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Right, I didn't change anything about this task because Kanma was in there, and I'm not sure what Kanma did. Do you guys know?
No, I wasn't. I haven't really been involved in events recently.
Conma they made a couple, like they made a Canva graphic that kind of had like the snail moving, and then I think I got like 5 different messages from someone from Conma who I think went out to like every single proposal who had like an impact proposal and like said, hey, please come to Impact Fest. Um, and that seemed like it probably took a lot of work going into every single different channel. Like I was individually reached out to on Ideal Scale. Um, but yeah, I don't know exactly how much time that took. I just remember they did do quite a bit of work for that.
Yeah, maybe we can mark this line because I'm not exactly sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I think Melanie would have a better idea of what they did.
Yeah, but this is just, we're really estimating for it in general, like moving forward to like what do we think the complexity or difficulty is for creating a marketing graphic? And then that'll kind of feed into how much of the budget that we give. Like, so if we're happy with a 5, we can just go with it. And these aren't written in stone either. If things are
We can
proving
change
to
it.
be bigger or smaller, we can change them.
Yeah, I feel like it can't hurt to just go with 5 and we can reiterate over time.
But finalized timeline and agenda. Most people have a 3 there, except for Simon.
Does that mean also posting it to like Meetup and then no, just finalizing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what exactly finalized timeline agenda is, and don't we have the kickoff meeting already where well, we don't know, we just come up with it. We don't finalize timeline and agenda. Yeah, right, I get that. Yeah, I think a 3 is more appropriate. I'm fine with a 3.
Request slide in the town hall. We have 2211.
What is that? Just like asking like the
Just
Swarm
asking.
team if they can promote it, kind of in
Yeah.
town hall.
And
Oh, okay.
it's like
I'd
a
say
quick
that's more of a 1. Yeah,
10-minute email.
let's do 1 for that.
Marketing teaser flyer. So this is, are we doing this with every event? It's like,
I don't think we have been.
No, we've mostly been sending out, I think, 1 marketing flyer. It's just, I mean, I'm not sure. I think it would be, so my thinking is we have 1 event per month. So if we come up with an idea, we usually come up by the end of the last event already with an idea for what we're going to do with the next event. So as soon as the first event is finished, we can start sending out a first marketing for the next event. Then maybe there's a reminder like a week before. Yeah, so the first one would be set the date, save the date marketing class on 4, 9/4. Then the second one would be the marketing teaser 1, like 1 second. Yeah, sorry, maybe like more like 2 weeks ago. And then a marketing teaser in line 16, marketing teaser 2 would be like a day or 2 before the event. Does that make sense, or is that a bad strategy? I don't know.
yeah, I think that makes sense. Most of us put a 3 there. Are we happy to just put a 3?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. create and post video marketing.
Okay.
One
think it's-
second.
Definitely more than a 2, just because creating the video definitely takes a little
We
bit
have-
of time.
One second for the 16 one. We also have create and send our marketing teaser. For the 11 marketing teaser 1, we have taken out and send. So I guess we should take out and send here as well. And then we have
So
2 for the first one and 3 for the second now.
So is the marketing teaser 2 creating a whole new graphic? Or is it just sending the previous one again to remind people?
I feel like it'd probably be just sending it again. I don't know
Yeah,
if it
that's
makes a
true.
lot of sense to make a whole new graphic and pay someone to make a whole new graphic, but yeah.
So then would it be just send our second marketing teaser on social media?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think that I think that'd be cool. Good.
Let's do it that way. And then I think it's. Wait, I'm gonna just change it in my box.
Okay. If it's that, I will also make it similar to the previous one. Are we okay with the 1 there if it's just the resending?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Because that could be honestly like a copy and paste of the past marketing like announcement plus the
Mhm.
graphic.
Create and post video marketing.
Like I was saying, I feel like since they're creating it, it definitely probably takes a little bit of time. So definitely a little bit more than a 2.
Yeah. Are we doing this in usual events? I think
We
Impact
only
Fest was
really
like the
did it for
release
Impact
one.
Fest.
Yeah.
Maybe we yellow that one as well.
Oh, actually, there is someone who's working on this. We have 2 videos already.
But
Which
then
is Suha and Ryan's son, I think.
Kind of like the overview video, like with the intense music.
No, they're doing the breakout rooms.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Sorry, which line was it? I lost it.
we're on 17.
17.
I'm just wondering because previous to Impact Fest, I wasn't aware of any video marketing that we did.
Yeah, I don't think we did any video marketing before. I feel like it was something Conma just did for the Impact Fest.
All right. Yeah.
So marketing.
Yeah. I think we put that in after we heard that Kamma did this. So, but I'm not familiar with it. But need to have anyone here.
I think this was the video I was talking about a bit ago with like the snail kind of running across the screen. And like the different partners who are involved.
Okay. Send out and edit feedback form.
Yeah, I put a 2 in there because I mean I check it usually before I send it out and see if there needs to be any changes.
Mhm.
Maybe we should add that to the description. And sign out.
Yeah, I'm happy with the 2 as well. I was at the high end, but if you feel it's a 2, then
Yeah, the 2 is cool with me as well.
contact and onboard speakers is already in a different.
Yeah, it's also on 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can probably just get rid of that completely.
I'm just gonna do this, I guess. Oops. Okay. We have start call 30 minutes early.
I think I saw, was there something else that was kind of like that? Could be mistaken too.
There was another one to finalize the agenda.
Yeah, I don't think there's a call one actually in there. I'd say that it's a pretty easy task.
Mhm.
I'd say maybe a 2 because it's in the middle of all of our answers, kind of, or about almost.
I'd
Yeah.
be willing to go to a 1 just because
Yeah, it's just kind of hopping on a call and saying
yeah,
hi to everyone and getting ready. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, for half an hour. And this one really becomes part of the host role, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there'll be other tasks for the hosts for sure. Okay. Take attendance, record number, take photos, screen grabs.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty easy task. Not really like 5 level.
Are you okay with the 2?
Yeah, we should do 2 for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Monitor chat. This one has a little bit of responsibility.
Mhm. They have to have like the slides up, copy and paste each link. Is that kind of that too?
Monitor chat is record questions, assist speakers, hosts, reply to comments, share links from slide deck. Yeah, so you probably need to be able to cut and paste things to help people,
Mm-hmm.
let people in from the waiting room.
yeah. I think, I mean, the events usually take 2 hours, but I'm not sure if we're gonna use attend the event because yeah, if we're having attend the event as a task, then it might be more like a 2 in my opinion.
I think attend the event was for everybody who comes to give them gimbals.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of like a 1.
Yeah,
It's just like for participation, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
So monitor chat 2. Since,
Yeah,
Also,
I think a 2 would make sense.
okay.
I'm fine with 2. Yeah.
Convene the event, host the event. So this is a deeper host role.
Actually, we have show up on time and start the call here as well. So the problem with
Yeah, I would say hosting the event is like probably one of the most difficult tasks. Because you're kind of like, I don't know, yeah, like scrambling to get everyone. And at least it seems like it has been for like when Newman's been doing it. He's been kind of doing all these different tasks. So
Mhm. Um, we have 27 add users to co-host, 24 and 20. So if we give 27 a 1, 20 a 1, which we did, could we make 24 a 3, and then the total hosting kind of gig is a 5?
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so we'll do 3 for this one, and then a 1 for the co-host. Okay. How about manage breakout rooms?
Because I think the host altogether gets a 5, I don't think it makes sense to have a 5 there, but maybe more like a 3.
And does the host have to do the breakouts, or can co-hosts do that?
Co-host can as well. Like I've set them up before and just it's copying, pasting like each name of the breakout rooms into the
Yeah, so this doesn't
stage.
necessarily have to be a host task. This could be a, like I could
Like
see it along with monitor chat, that we have like backend support people running these things.
yeah, maybe we combine that with like monitoring chat.
Yeah, I think eventually we'll have like a
similar role.
support role or something
Mhm.
that does this.
Yeah, I changed my mind to 3.
A 3.
Yeah, I think a 3 sounds good.
Okay. And then host breakout rooms.
Oh, 1 second. It says support upload of the videos and remind them.
All
This is a
right.
bit of a hassle.
Yeah. I feel like a 3 still would make sense though.
Yeah. The actual creation of the breakout rooms doesn't
Yeah,
take
it's
a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
all right. All right. Let's go with 3 then.
How about hosting? We have a 1, 2, 2, 3.
I'd say hosting almost takes more time than
Hosting the breakout.
managing them, maybe.
Well, I mean, it depends really. What if, so maybe one of us is hosting a breakout room for C4C directly or some other issue, or there could be people who are trying to promote their project and hosting the breakout room. That's
Mhm.
kind of different. Should we treat it differently? What do you think?
I think it's still, you got to be there and manage the room, record and upload the video. So like,
It could
and
almost
that's a
be a
really good
3 as well.
criteria to say room hosts. You have to, you can get your room, but if you record and upload it, then you get the 2 difficulty points and we'll reward you for that
Hmm.
kind of thing. Just as incentive to do it. And if they don't, then they didn't properly manage a breakout room, and they just use it for self-promotion or advertising or whatever.
Right, and
And that's cool too. But
it also takes away from managing breakout rooms. makes it more of a 3 as well.
Yeah,
All right, I'm down with it too.
with a 2.
You got me, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, did I understand that right earlier? 27 is kind of like,
Mhm.
So it's like a 2-minute task almost. Like
Yeah,
you kind of just
it's
I feel
almost
like
a
it would
non-task. It's like,
be like a zero.
Yeah.
A zero honestly makes kind of sense. I feel like
yeah.
Simon.
Okay. Conduct a celebration meeting. Oh, we're almost done.
I said kind of 3 just because I felt like it's less preparing and more people coming and giving their opinions of how it went and kind of celebrating the event that it went well. And I guess Newman's the only one with a 5.
Yeah,
I
I
think for
put it.
now we could just do 3.
Yeah, I put a 3 as well. It does take a little bit of prep if you're going to use a mirror board and do a proper reflection and then
True,
kind of
true.
do stuff after, but I don't think it's a 5.
Yeah, I think 3 for now would make sense, and then we can like come back to that if we need to.
Complete the feedback form. Everyone said one except for cool. This is for people.
Yeah, that's definitely a 1. Just like whoever joins the meetup, like to give us feedback on how we can make it better next time.
And we're specifically saying this is in Gimbals. We're not paying Ada for filling out a feedback form.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? Contribute in any shape or form. That's pretty open-ended, yeah. Yeah. I don't really know why I put a 5 on this next one, but I feel like it's it could be anything really. Like
I thought
I
this
would-
was kind of, yeah, a weird one because
yeah, I would really like to know why Newman put 13 in there.
Me too.
maybe it was a budget for all the stuff that could happen that's not
Mm,
covered anywhere else.
Yeah, maybe that is what he was thinking.
'Cause I feel like contributing in any shape or form could be one of these other tasks that we have already up here, kind
Yeah,
of.
you can take one. Is it okay if I mark this one yellow just to say?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Conduct a reflection meeting.
Is that kind of like the celebration meeting?
Yeah, they're very similar.
I know Newman comes from a theater background. So usually in when a new piece comes out, they celebrate, right? I think this is where the celebration meeting is coming from. And
Yeah.
then of course we also need to have feedback.
Yeah, I'm going to separate that. So I'm going to take the reflection out of the celebration meeting. I don't know if that's going to change our number. And then, because I think celebration and reflection are a little bit different. And the reflection requires setting up the board, holding the meeting, and then kind of summarizing what happened after and sharing that back to the community. So it takes a fair bit of time and work.
Maybe sorry, my bad. Maybe the celebration is more of a 2 and then the reflection's more of a 3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Are you okay with that, Simon?
Absolutely, yeah. Makes sense.
Okay. do that. And then recording and uploading the main room.
I'd say that's a pretty easy task. When I do it, I just let it like record by or upload by itself, and then I copy like the meetup description, put it into YouTube, and then yeah, it's pretty quick. I'd say like a 10-minute task about. So maybe more of a 1 or 2.
Do we have recording somewhere else, maybe? I imagine
Do we have what? Sorry.
recording the main room. Did we not have that somewhere else already?
I don't think so. I didn't see it. But I kind of agree with Cole. If you're recording, uploading to YouTube and then adding the description doesn't take a whole lot of time.
Really? Because I feel like that is the most annoying task for me.
It
I
might
It is
almost have
it is
to
annoying,
rewatch
but
the video to figure out what I put into the
actually
description.
the timestamps too, I guess do take some time going back through the video. Is that part of that?
we don't, yeah, I don't know if that's part of this.
We have, yeah, I mean, we haven't done it yet, really. I think Newman has done it on some videos, but I'm not sure about the main room.
I did it for the Impact Fest, or Melanie started it and I just finished it. But usually I just like copy and I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I usually copy and paste the meetup description and then put that into YouTube, and then whatever the name of the event was, I'll do that with like the date as the title.
Yeah, I do something similar. And then if there's a relevant, what are they called? Channels? Or
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll tag it to C4C event or weekly meeting or whatever.
Oh, like the
I
different
agree.
playlists kind of
Oh yeah, the
thing.
playlists. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I agree. It's a little annoying, but time-wise, it doesn't take all that much time to do.
All right. So you guys for a 1?
Hmm.
I see that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. And if
I
it
mean,
does take more time in the future, we could change that as well.
yeah, if someone's doing it for a 1, I'm okay with it. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would hate to do it for a 1.
Do you think maybe a 2 then, or
Yeah, I
okay.
think it would be at least a 2. But if you guys say it's the 1 for you, and if you think,
Well, I guess I did say 3, so
Yeah.
so-
I'm just
but
comparing it to our other ones, which would be like announcing the event to 3 or 4 social media channels. And
mhm.
for me, it's fairly similar amount of work. It may take a little longer because uploading takes a while, but I'm not really doing anything while it's uploading. I'm just kind of
Yeah, it's just
doing
kind of
something
doing its
else.
own thing.
You know,
Yeah, maybe we do 1 for now, and if it seems like it takes more time in the future, we could change that.
or if nobody wants to do it for a 1, then
Yeah, maybe no one's gonna do the task now. But,
no, but I find it okay, so I'm happy to do it for a 1 too.
yeah, no, I am as well.
As soon as I get my new computer this weekend as well.
Hey,
oh
let's
yeah,
go. Yeah, congratulations.
I'm hopping on a ferry in 6 hours to go to the US to my parents' place. And
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
I have the new Mac waiting there for me.
Uh, did they have to build it, or did it take like a little while for it to come
It
in, or
did, and Canada charges crazy amounts of GST,
tax?
ST, so
Oh,
I had it shipped to my parents in Oregon, which is a tax-free state, and saved
that's
hundreds of
very
dollars.
smart. When I was living in New Hampshire, it was the best. I had no taxes. But yeah, I spilled water on mine like a few months ago, and I was like able to get like quite a bit of money from insurance, and then got a new one, but it took like like 4 weeks about. It took a while.
Mhm.
yeah, I gotta get a new one as well. I mean, I bought one, but it's now Melly's kind of. So I gotta get one for myself. So
Yes.
I really wanna I would really like to install NixOS on that. Just, work on that and not have like dual boot or anything like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. My big one was having enough RAM that I could run a VMware instance and have my Cardano node developer thing running on a Ubuntu or whatever. And
Yeah,
definitely
I
can't
know.
do that on my laptop.
But what was his name again? Our Haskell teacher from IIT,
Lars?
Lauris, right? He said that you should really install NixOS on the hardware. So it's better not to have a VM or anything.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like I think he said something along the lines, if you want to take it serious, you want to do that.
Do it seriously? Huh, maybe I will, because I'm starting to get serious. Yeah, my fall is all about learning Haskell better, getting into Plutus. I need to catch up with the Plutus PBL and really start looking at the tech side because I don't know enough about it. It's bugging me. So
Yeah, same here.
yeah.
Like we all realize there's not enough developers out there. We're gonna become
No, yeah, and I've also been reflecting. It's like if there's one area where there's huge demand, it's there, and that's probably also the most highly like specialized kind of skill set. So
yeah.
it's worth developing that.
Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, also I feel like just for being able to talk with them and be on the same level, you gotta know quite a bit about it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Mm,
sure. And I'm an SPO, and we're now all ready for the Basel hard fork, but I want to be in a technical position where I'm super excited for it because I can totally understand what all the new features are going to allow me to do, and I don't. So that bugs me too. I want to be able to
right.
get into that space and go, oh yes, this will unlock so many new features for my dad.
I feel that I really wish I knew the technical details a bit more too.
Yeah.
I'll get there sometime, but
Yeah. So I'm committing to 100 days of deep work. I'm on day number 5 right now. So
oh,
I'll
I
take
Oh
it.
saw
wow.
Matthias doing the same type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
It's
100
been
days of
cool.
programming, but
Yeah,
I
it's been
didn't want
kind
to
of
do
cool.
just programming, but it'll take up a large portion of it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Let me know how that goes. It's been cool to see his like reflections on LinkedIn, like of each day.
Yeah, and I'm keeping track because I've been reading a book by Cal Newport called Deep Work. And one of the hypotheses is that going deep and being able to focus and get into flow leads to a higher quality life. And so I'm actually measuring stuff like how fulfilled do I feel? How energized do I feel? How deep did I go
Oh,
today? Just to track over time, over the 100 days, if it actually correlates for me personally.
That
wow,
is
that's
pretty
super.
cool.
What's the book called? Deep Work by Cal Newport, did you
Yeah,
say?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'm
exactly.
gonna have to check that out. Thank you for that
I
suggestion.
think, wasn't there a book called Flow?
Yes, there's another book called Flow. He
Yeah, I read
references
that
it
one.
in that book.
That is really great. I mean, I'm not sure if flow is really the meaning of life, but it has some great insights, I think.
Yeah, he makes an argument that our distracted, always on social media life forces us to go shallow because of all the things that happen. And that takes away from some of the richness of life because we've lost the ability to go deep. So I was like, that's an interesting thought. And I want to
That
test it
is
and see if it works.
that is a very
I,
interesting thought.
I mean, I'm definitely sure that getting into flow is like a very enjoyable experience and enhances your life or enriches your life.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But I think the flow book makes the argument of it being almost the meaning of life, and I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check those both out. Thanks for the suggestions.
Sure. We're almost through. Do you want to push through and finish up today?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Monitor socials and Telegram/Discord. This is really what answering questions, build relationships.
Yeah, I think this is something that might change over time.
Mhm.
Maybe right now it's more like a 3. I could level with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. And if like someone kind of had more of a like permanent role as always doing that, I feel like it could turn into a 5.
Mhm. Let's start with the 3 then and see how that evolves over time.
Do
Do
personal
personal challenge.
I feel like that's a 1 for sure. Like that's kind of like the fasting thing, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I
general
agree.
thing.
Okay.
And
I'm going to
who
mention
knows?
it's
Might like a lot of people might not even do it, or some people might. But
create a DWork participation task. Post the event DWork tasks and add to the slide deck.
I honestly wasn't really sure just because I've never done it before. But since you're so proficient with it, Nori, a 1 would sound good to me too.
It takes about 10 minutes to physically.
Oh, okay.
It's
Pretty
All
simple.
right, yeah, then
as long as you have a basic criteria. If our pattern is 100 gimbals for attending an event, then it's really easy. If you have to kind
Yeah,
of think about and figure out how much each time, that can be harder. But I'm going to
that makes
assume
sense.
we have a standard for this. We just use it every time.
Yeah, that'll be much easier.
Okay.
Live stream event. So it's not really a 3 because you just click a couple buttons. Yeah, it's honestly, yeah. I mean, I walked Melanie through it while we were in the event, and seems like she like did it like that. So I feel like a 1 maybe would make more sense.
You just have to have the right permissions.
Yeah, like only the host can do it. Like I was trying like the
Oh
whole
yeah.
time, and
So if we add this as a 1, then it kind of adds to the host duties.
yeah, I like that.
So, okay.
yeah, agree.
Email marketing. Is this something we're going to do for events standard, or was it special for
I
the
feel
convene?
like we don't really have a subscription list or people who we could reach out to. So at
Don't.
the moment, I don't think it makes sense.
I'm going to
But
mark this yellow. I think we do need to talk about that. So I think it'd be great to sign up with something like ConvertKit and create a drip email marketing campaign or something and offer some course or something for people to sign up and give us their email because they're interested. And then we have a mailing list that we can market events to and different things. But that's something we haven't talked about at all, is kind of building out that kind of marketing channel.
I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah, yellow sounds good, and we should talk about that maybe at the next core meeting or something.
We almost need a C4C marketing team kind of to start.
Yeah,
I think we have a C4C marketing team actually. There's so many people interested in helping us market this.
Mhm.
And also very different kinds. Suhu is doing video editing for us. Yeah, Cole, I think you're into kind of
yeah,
the
I kind of
strategy,
just
but
pick up whatever. Yeah,
you're also, yeah, right, you're also picking up the texts and just posting and stuff like that. And
yeah,
Mel is gonna help as much as she can with graphics as well, or posting or monitoring.
it could be cool almost to like create a marketing working group, like
Yeah,
within our Discord, have like a special marketing section where everyone who's a marketing pro or like we're getting there
Mhm.
can like kind of just communicate with each other and get pass their ideas around, and I feel
Yeah.
like that would
Mel
help push
did a
stuff out
course.
too.
Mel did a course like a year or two ago on marketing strategy where she was doing, all kinds of like personas and yeah, I'm not sure anymore, but she's gonna do something like that for C4C, she said.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's
That'd be
very cool.
huge. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. I think that could be really helpful, just especially with like the social medias, like having more than one person kind of be able to push everything out. Plus, there's ways to like plan tweets. So like if we could even like someone could take like an hour and use Tweetly, I think it's called. And for like every one of our events, like, oh, we have a core meeting today, and it tweets out like 10 minutes before. Or like, oh, today's our weekly meetup. It tweets out like 10 minutes before and could make that like kind of automated a little bit. That could be something too we do.
Yeah, so it'd be great to automate tasks that nobody loves to do
Yeah.
and be able to do that. Yeah.
That's true. That would be cool.
40 seems to be a duplicate of 38, so I just copied the link.
Yeah.
And I'll physically delete this row just because. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Woo! We did it.
Yeah, sweet.
So now I think we can maybe review the task group, or maybe call that role, and see if we can combine these into discrete like, role kind of
like,
things to
like
say
a marketing role, host role, like
yeah, exactly. And then we know what that kind of involves and kind of the complexity of the total, and that'll give us a starting point. And I'm sure it'll trigger all sorts of other like, oh, we need to do this and do this for this role and do this, and it'll give us a starting point. But I think this will give us a high level complexity per role-ish. And maybe that'll help with starting to break down how we pay people for what they did at the different events.
and I feel like it will also help us know like how many people we need to participate in these roles too. And yeah, I think that sounds great.
And it also will build out a pretty good description of what each role is. So when people says, I'll do host, you know what you're actually kind of signing up for, and you're committing to the community. I will do this. And
yeah,
that makes it a very explicit, almost like I don't know, I'm a programmer, so it's almost like an API contract. It's like, here are the parameters you need to pass in, and it's very clear. It's not fuzzy anymore.
and yeah, I feel like maybe it even would make people more opt to do like host because they know like, oh, I got to do these, like check that off.
Yeah, and that's my hope is people are like, they might be intimidated with hosting because they have no idea. But if they look at this and go, oh, I could do that, I'll be host.
Yeah,
that'd be a really great outcome.
yeah, and yeah, I think that would be huge.
Yeah, to be honest, my initial, well, I mean, not my whole, but my initial drive to do this a little bit was so at some point I don't have to anymore. So if we can figure this out, we can just find a person that wants to do these things and remunerate them for it. I always thought it's remunerate, not remunerate.
Yeah, it's one of those weird.
Yeah, so they could just make money by doing what they like, and
yeah,
it was tripping me up the other day too. I was like, Nori, is it this? And yeah, you clarified for me for sure.
Remunerate. And I think it'll also help when we do our ikigai, because you could, if your ikigai lands squarely on one of these roles, then like that's awesome. You can just jump right in and go.
I agree. Awesome.
What do you want to do for next steps now that we have the numbers here?
Maybe we could take like the different row numbers and like add them next to like the roles. Like we can make another column and be like tasks number or like something like that to
we have this
bring the
task group. So we have lines that are like email marketing events set up.
How about we just create this one here, this rows,
roles. Yeah.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see.
Yeah. And see if we can boil these down to 5 or
Exactly.
6 or whatever roles.
So I guess this admin, do we have, oh, which roles do we have actually? 1 second.
There's a roles tab too, like
Yep.
a complete different sheet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
really.
Yeah, right to the left.
Event lead, planning, admins, event hosts, presenters. Yeah, this is a nice record of what has been done, and I think it's a good starting point for creating roles. So I think, yeah,
Could almost like combine those roles up there somehow a little bit too.
Yeah, let's figure out which roles do we want to have here. Event leads. Does that make sense? Have event leads? I guess so.
Maybe host instead of like a, or
we have
like the, I
event
guess that
lead
no, event
here.
leads makes sense.
And I'm just looking at where there are common names as well, because you have like the event lead, which is for a lot of the planning and the
Mhm.
kickoff stuff, and then admin, records, accounting. It's like Simon did all that. That might be one role, kind of the admin role.
Mhm.
And then
Maybe like the like, sorry, you finished, my bad.
oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like maybe like the person who's like monitoring the chat and like posting links and stuff could be like Zoom support or something like that, or like uh host support, or like so they're like the host's like second hand man or something like that. Yeah.
Event support.
And yeah, these names could probably will change too, but
Yeah, I just want to get some thoughts down. I'm going to call event lead something different. How about project lead or something?
could like almost combine like all the different marketing ones into like a marketing role, and then
I was thinking.
a lot of times the presenters will host their own breakout room. So maybe those somehow could come together or something. Or just keeping them separate maybe would make sense, but
Yeah, because we did have that kind of task for the breakout room hosts.
hmm. Oh yeah, because we were paying each breakout room host, right, from the last event.
Yeah, if they upload their video.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think there were still a few more left, honestly. And sometimes like I think we just need to be clear on like how they upload them, like to record their own to their own computer, have it download and then upload to the Google Drive instead of some of them just send the like Zoom link and like I try to click on it and then it looks through all my Zoom files and it's not there. So
Mm. Yeah, we probably
yeah,
need breakout room host instructions like
yeah.
click
I could
record,
I could support making those too.
yeah, save to computer.
Yeah.
When you're done, upload to this Google folder or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That, that's not, I mean, that should be a quick one. Not too much.
Yeah, I think that's a really good start.
And if we need more, we can add them, but
So would it make sense to like say like, oh, task like, let me say, add event to calendars number 2 or row 2? Should we like put like number 2 next to like maybe like the project lead so that that task goes with the project lead? Would that kind of make sense if I'm explaining that all right?
yeah. Um, And with these, there's 5 primary like C4C roles of project lead,
Mhm.
admin, event support, event host, marketing. So there's at least at minimum 5 people needed to run a good event without overloading somebody.
Yeah. And probably even maybe a couple more.
Yeah. And some of these like marketing could be a team of marketing people, and then we have a
Yeah,
budget
we
for
should.
marketing, but it could be divided across 3 people that are doing it.
We should definitely do that, like marketing kind of group. Since yeah, I didn't really I realized, but now I'm seeing like we have so many marketing people, and could be a really cool working group.
Mhm. Try to standardize this terminology a bit. Is it okay if I do project admin rather than just admin, and then event admin?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
The project admin would be things like meeting notes, recordings, the DWork setup, all the stuff that happens on the backside. And then event admin is the actual Zoom and event support for technical
Mhm.
and backend stuff.
Yeah, that
Monitoring
makes
chat,
perfect sense.
posting links during the event. Do it as homework to maybe do the same thing, or do we want to just go in and start editing stuff?
I think homework is fine. We've been at it for 2 hours now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I think
Yes.
we got through the significant part of that, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So yeah, just adding like those different numbers next to those tasks kind of over the next couple days or the weekend or this afternoon. That sounds good.
Yeah, and maybe we can talk about it briefly at the core team meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah, let's do that and just say like, oh, this is what we came up with. Does anyone agree, disagree? I think that sounds good.
Let's do that. I'll put
Awesome.
it. I'll make sure to put it on the agenda, right?
Perfect.
Perfect, thank you. All righty.
Yeah, well, you guys have a great rest of your Friday, and yeah, speak soon.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone. Oh,
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
sure thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to be
Yeah.
joining these meetings.
Nice, good to see you
Speak
here.
soon.
All right.